Hello there, you deals with the devil filled only with the spirit of Brother Bobby. Welcome to the Binding of Isaac Repentance. My god, I need to get good at recording again because I've taken a few days off and I've forgotten how to do it. So, welcome to Isaac and all that. We haven't played Isaac for quite a while. We obviously did one episode where we came back and played as Tainted Lost, the start of Season 2, and then my family came to visit, so that's kind of put us 3 days behind schedule again, and over that time I couldn't really justify skipping over RimWorld or anything else on the main channel to make room for Isaac episodes, so I thought we'd put a break on it and then really pick things up again, but this time with some mods enabled. Now, I need to point out all the mods I've got enabled, there are no gameplay mods here. What I've got enabled is based on the feedback that a lot of people left regarding the visuals of the game and kind of being unable to hear certain things, certain audio cues and stuff like that. So I've tried to go through the workshop here and find things that will help those of you who are colorblind, for example. Hopefully this will benefit you guys a lot. Those of you who kind of have it on in the background or, you know, only really pay attention, or those of you new to Isaac 2. So let me briefly go through these and then we'll dive into a quick run here as one of the tainted characters so you can see what we've got going on. So from the top, I'll go over these as fast as I can. We've got external item descriptions when we go over an item, a trinket, a pill. It will have a little text box pop up that will say what the item does. Item descriptions in Isaac are already crap. A lot of items have hidden other effects that you don't know about. This will tell you everything. It'll give you the stats and everything you need to know. So for those of you new to the game, this is pretty essential, I would say, for learning how certain items work, and then eventually, obviously, you can disable it. But for, you know, I figured for those of you watching along and who maybe are newer to Isaac, even with all the content we've done, this will help out massively. Better champion bosses I've installed as well because of the color blindness thing. So certain bosses have champion varieties that are stronger or have different effects, and they might be just a slightly different tinge. So some of them might be slightly green, or some of them might be slightly red or slightly blue. Obviously, if you're colorblind, especially for those first two, it's going to be pretty difficult to tell them apart. This one not only gives them a very unique visual style, but actually kind of makes them look really cool. Kind of feels like how the game should be. So like Champion Monstro, for example, will look very visually distinct. Won't just be a reskin, you know, Mortal Kombat style. Will actually have a different kind of visual style. You'll see it as we dive in here, but they look very, very cool. Not visual style. They're drawn differently in the same style as Isaac. They look incredible, actually. Colorblind syringes, simply put the letter of each syringe. Say you pick the virus, there'll be a little V next to it. Again, for those of you red, green, colorblind, something like the virus and, oh shit, what's the green one called? Don't remember. Anyway, obviously that's just an example. I know there are many types of colorblindness. But just an example, that way you can actually tell them apart a little bit easier. Luckier pennies, same story. They get a slight green tinge when they're lucky. This will make them look a lot more obvious. Pog for good items. I'll be honest, I've thrown in for my own benefit. When we walk into a room and there's a high quality item, Isaac will pull a Pog face. It doesn't help us. I just thought it'd be funny to look at. Planetarium chance will add on the chance of getting a planetarium room. We actually haven't unlocked planetarium rooms yet. So that's kind of something for the future. Bit irrelevant right now. Top hat puts a top hat on Larry Jr. If you're wondering why I've included that one, mind your own business. We've got visual tells. Now, this one I thought was kind of important, especially for a Let's Play where I'm talking over the top of it. There are items like, I think it's called, what, like Bark at the Moon or something like that? Wolf's Tooth, Dog's Tooth, some shit. Wolf's Claw, I don't remember. When you enter a room and you have that item, you'll hear a wolf howl when there's a secret room or something to you know, to get your attention. Problem is, when I'm talking over the top, not only can I not hear it, you guys can't hear it either. So this will pop up and it will say, like, you hear a wolf howl, or say, for example, those mum hands in a room, the ones that come down from the ceiling and grab you. It'll say "Mwahahaha" on the screen as well, so you guys, and, you know, for my benefit, because I'm talking, I'll actually be able to hear that. The final one here is better doors, which make the doors actually better. A very, very particular visual change. For example, certain doors are different sizes to other doors, different kind of styles. You know, the Deal with the Devil has the skull above it, but the greed rooms have the skull inside the door. It just kind of unifies everything. It makes it look a lot nicer, in my opinion, because it's always good that when modders do developers' jobs better than the developers do. So I want to stick to playing, like I said, the tainted characters, because honestly, I've not really played these guys at all. It'll keep the game nice and fresh, and they've all got fairly unique mechanics. Now, we've played as Tainted Cain. Don't really like Tainted Cain, not for the purposes of a Let's Play. It's just make the right items until you win. I think it's a little boring. Tainted Judas is kind of fun. We've completed the chest as Tainted Judas. We've got this one we unlocked recently, or I at least unlocked recently before we started this Season 2. Tainted Blue Baby. No bombs, only poop. I don't entirely know what that means. We've got Eve, which we played down to Mum's Heart and then apparently died. I don't really remember how she plays. Samson is nuts and very much unsuited to a character like me because it's kind of high risk, high reward. And I need to get low risk as much as possible with my runs because I'm too gung-ho. Tainted Azazel is just Brimstone, right? And then we've got Tainted Lost, which seems also actually pretty good. We got quite far with Tainted Lost last time. Should we just play Tainted Lost again? I actually kind of enjoyed Tainted Lost. So, here we are. So, let's see these new visual changes. Hopefully, again, will help out those of you with color blindness, especially. You guys were the ones I was thinking of with this, because there are... again, like, especially the bosses, it's kind of weak that the champion variants of bosses are just... Here's Monstro, but slightly bluer or slightly greener, and it's just like a bit boring, isn't it? You can see already, well, you might not know unless you played like quite a lot of Isaac, the variation on the doors there. So you see like the treasure room is a bit more... It's a bit brighter. I know the angel rooms are made brighter. The devil deal doors do genuinely look very, very cool. You'll notice that when we go in. So there you go. You see what the item does up there as well. He's pulling a pog face because apparently that's a good item. Really? I suppose it is a good item, isn't it? There's no downside to that whatsoever. Sticky poison deals damage to your enemy and sticks till the enemy dies. You will obviously take that one. I feel like that one's not really worth a pog face. It was like magic mush, brimstone, cricket's head. Maybe then it's a pog face. Sinus infection? I mean, it's a good item. It's a good item, but I don't know if I'd really say it's a pog face. It's like an A tier item, B tier item maybe. Yeah, it's probably about as far as I would be willing to give it anyway. I've got to get used to Isaac again. I've got to get used to doing any sort of YouTube content. Because, like I said, the past 3 days, all the content has been pre-recorded. So, well, I mean, pre-recorded in my sense, which means I've, you know, left a 48-hour gap rather than a 24-hour. Ah! Forgot he explodes into bullets. Well, there goes our holy card. Experimental treatment does so what that means there is it does contribute towards the spawn transformation. That's what that little icon below means. All stats up and down a random amount. So we lost a little bit of speed, but we gained a huge amount of DPS. To be honest with the Lost, I think I'd prefer the speed. But we'll see how this goes. We already had quite a lot of DPS, if you want to call it that, from obviously sinus infections, so don't quite know how that's going to play. We'll see how it goes. Pills will obviously show up as unidentified until you actually take them. It'd be a bit weird if it allowed you to know what the pill was before you've taken it. Like I said, there are no actual gameplay mods here. There's nothing that makes the game any easier at all. I guess you could argue that knowing what all the items do at a glance is making the game easier. Alternatively, you could just pause it and go and look it up. So, oh, that's a good item. That better have been a poggy face, because that one's legitimately a great item. Not quite the mulligan level, but actually up there. Oh, we have to be careful now until we get another holy card. Completely forgot that bloody boss explodes into bullets. It's my fault. So how has everybody been these past few days? I've been trying to keep up with comments on Discord and the main channel and everything. And it's a lot to keep up with. Trying to, you know, communicate with a couple of developers too about certain things. And it's like, Jesus, it's like so much to keep up with. Couple of side projects I've got going on as well that I've just had no time to... excuse me, this Larry Jr. is supposed to have a top hat. Oh, so you see, because this is a champion Larry Jr., he's got a bit of a different kind of pattern on his body there. Which I think is kind of a cool effect. Normally, he would just be kind of tinted blue or whatever. That's fantastic. 1% chance for a planetarium, even though we haven't unlocked any. I wonder how that works. To be honest... I mean, I'll take Succubus, but the shovel also is not bad at all. They're both okay. We'll take Succubus, though, just because that means we can hang out over rocks, and it can do a lot of the damage for us. As with all these Tainted characters, I think the first one we'll do, just so we can kind of get ourselves into, you know, into the mindset for them, is we'll pretty much exclusively go for blue baby runs. Well, I mean, until we win, obviously. When we've got blue baby ticked off, then we'll, or the chest, I should say. Then we'll go and do something else. But for the time being, it's, for the time being, I'm more than happy to, you know, do what I would consider the easiest run, you know. I feel like we haven't done a single lamb run in this entire playthrough either, have we? I don't know why. Just, like, completely avoided the whole bloody thing. God, I'm going to be so busy now. And whenever I take even, like, so much as a day off, it puts me behind schedule so much, I, like, have to basically sacrifice a night's sleep somewhere. Ooh. I basically have to sacrifice a night of sleep somewhere to catch back up. Le Megatron which is French for Optimus Prime's enemy, or Necronomicon. I think I'm going to take Lemegatron, because I actually kind of like it. We didn't exactly get the best item there to start off with. The range down pill plus Eve's Mascara from that is not ideal, I won't lie, but I guess it'll do. Oh, we haven't got any keys now. Maybe this wasn't the best way to start up with Isaac, you know. But after this, I've got to immediately go and record Rimworld. Really, I should have done Rimworld first, given that that's kind of the, you know, the main channel content. I also needed to get a bit of YouTube practice, because I'm completely out of YouTube practice right now. Giant Bumbo Man. What's his name? Evil bum. Giant bum fella. Horrible bum. I don't even... Bumbino. There we go. Oh, Mum's coin purse. What a lucky boy you are. Speed upgrade. I'll take that. Health upgrade. Well, never mind. I found pills and ate them. Speed down again. Jesus Christ. There are 2 speed down pills in rotation. I'd like a refund, please, Edmund. There is a mod that replaces the death sound with... So the big meme that's going around in the Isaac community right now. Oh, somebody said that you always get perfection if you play 3 floors without taking damage. I think that works with other characters too. That's a poggy. Right there. The big meme that's been going around on the Isaac community recently is the... a guy on Twitter basically tweeted at Edmund saying how his game is... oh, yeah, no, I can't really... You can't really justify taking that, can I? He tweeted at Edmund basically saying, like, your game is bad. I will become my money back. And obviously it was this, judged by his handle anyway, it was a German guy who must have Google translated, or maybe not, because it was, like, even worse than you'd expect to hear from Google Translate. Basically tweeted at him his dissatisfaction, shall we say, for lack of a better word, with the Binding of Isaac franchise of video games. And it's the fucking greatest meme I've ever seen. There were loads of incredible animations of this tweet, you know, like in the style of the Isaac vignettes. Sorry, my bad. And that's been kind of the big thing going on right now. But there is a mod that replaces the end screen, you know, the kind of sad piano music when you die, with that. And it's like a voice actor who's done it to sound like the, your son has become corrupted by sin, that bit. God, it's so good. What a fucking high tier meme. I thought it was a little bit too esoteric to throw in the... I'm not going to call it a mod pack, but to add to the mods list. If any of you want links to these mods, I'll throw a quick mod pack together. Is this a poggy? No, I wouldn't say this is a poggy, personally. It's pretty good, but it's not that high tier. We could do with some more keys, couldn't we? There's an entire item room on this floor we're going to miss, but to be honest, I mean, look at us. I'm not going to be upset if we don't, you know, if we don't get a crappy item room. Let's be honest, it'd be Brother Bobby. Necro 1. 20% chance of a planetarium. Oh, you know what? I bet it figures it out based on if you would have it unlocked. It would be a bit silly to install it if you didn't have it unlocked. Speaking for myself. So with our... What do we get then? So we got Mum's Eye with Lemegatron. Oh, Mystery Sack's a great one. Wow, because that can actually give us a long-term bonus. Fantastic. Poker chip, okay. There have been like 2... We've had Death's Touch now. 2 of these Lost runs, haven't we? But hey, you know, I'm not complaining. It's good practice, isn't it? This character is absolutely fantastic to practice getting good at Isaac again with. You know, a character that you can't take any damage with. I worry, though, that I'll become complacent again when we go back to playing as other characters. Like, oh, I've done this as... Oh, my God, we got Polyphemus. Polyphemus. Get roasted. Oh, Champion Brownie. You see that? It was like a slightly different color again. Big fan of that. Oh, range upgrade is quite nice. Seeing as we lost it, we've got the Yes Mother transformation. Thought that was going to be Krampus then. What a ridiculous one. You know, this is the 2nd out of 3 Tainted Lost episodes where we've had Polyphemus Death's Touch. That's fucking mad. Okay. Do you want to go to the shoppy? I think we should go to the shoppy. Card reading? What the fuck is that? Spawns 2 portals at the beginning of each floor. Portals disappear when leaving the room. Red takes you to the boss room. Yellow takes you to the treasure room. Blue takes you to the secret room. So always take the blue portal then, essentially, right? I bet that also counts for planetarium, too. Right, I want to go to that library, too, because if we can get 2020 or, you know, Bookworm, Death Touch, Polyphemus, I think that'd be quite a nice combo. Nothing. Bamboozled. I feel like backtracking for items as the Tainted Lost is a pretty horrendous idea, given that every room is a ridiculously high chance of death, but never mind. I am obviously an Isaac expert here. What have you got for me? Oh, speed upgrade. Very nice. You know, I actually do like La Megatron. I originally wasn't going to take it, but just this alone. I know we've got some very, very lucky rolls with it, eh? But just this alone, I mean, look at our damage when we're inside. 76.88 damage. So Succubus has a, sorry, I didn't talk about it too much there. But Succubus has the effect that, oh my god, we got Eyesore as well. Has the effect of, oh, I thought we were dead then. That was bloody close. Has the effect of, when you stand within its aura damages enemies, but when we stand within it, we get more damage. So, Serpent's Kiss used to be great, is not really so poggy anymore. Look for a holy card. We'll blow these skulls until we find it. The High Priestess. This is a powerful run. Poison Tears, Booger Tears, assuming anything stands up against a 76 damage Death Touch Polyphemus. And we've got, okay, so Death Touch gives piercing shots, and we've got, there's Bookworm. Gives piercing shots, and we've got, Spectral Tears, because we're the Lost. Le Megatron. Good God. So not only have we got more eyes as well from Thingy, but we've also now got, the occasional double shot, regardless of that. This is insane. What an insane run to kick us off today. Fantastic. That's what we need. Let's see if we can get a holy card. Honestly, if we got a holy card, I'm not saying this would be a one run, but just having that extra play would be so great. I know they're supposed to spawn in more frequently as this character. I don't know if we just got insanely unlucky or something. Well, I can't really say we've got insanely unlucky when you see that we've got 76 fucking damage. So Blue Portal was the one we wanted to go in. Let's go in this one then for the treasure room straight away. Tech, honestly, Tech 0.5 is high tier. Little beggar friend. You have nothing for me of any value, little beggar friend. So Serpent's Touch used to... Oh, no, I can't go that way. Used to have the effect of spawning in black hearts whenever you fired it. I believe that no longer works. I think they removed that mechanic because it was, like, too strong. Which I guess is explained why Edmund now gets very... Ah, there you go. Very angry messages on, on Twitter from German fans. Jumper cables. One charge for... Oh, man, that would be insane with La Megatron. Holy crap. Kill 6 enemies, get a... Oh, look, and also reminds us of pills that we've taken, but what's he pogging for? Because of jumper cables. I honestly don't blame you. So, Perthrow or Stars card. Well, seeing as we've now got no more item rooms, I think I'll take the Stellan Stars card, if that's okay. God's Flesh for a shrink shot. Don't fall for its lies. Remember, always be reducing variables in Isaac. You take God's Flesh, enemies start shrinking down, you start trying to stand on them, boom, they grow again, you're dead. Try again next time. That was a champion job, and it died in a single tier. Stud Finder. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, seems to be working fine. Okay. Mother. Champion Mother, too. I should say Mum Fight. Very nice. And we'll take the Polaroid. Not that the Polaroid is relevant when you're playing as... Oh, I could have taken the Fool to grab an item from Boss Rush and teleport it out. We also could have tried to take on Boss Rush. I feel like without some survivability, Boss Rush is a certain doom. Let's go in here to our... What is that? Sausage. That's a penis. Huh, that's a penis. Okay, then. Well, this is going well, I think. Little Loki, you're a little shit. Never mind. I don't know why I thought we had Dart Bomb then for a second. I saw Succubus booking it for those hearts. Well, this is the wrong way. I've been thoroughly bamboozled. Look at his little face. He's so happy. Why is he pulling that face? His little sausage muncher. What's he pulling that face for? Ever since he picked up sausage, he's got a pokey tongue. Probably shouldn't refer to anybody as a sausage muncher. That's probably could be taken very offensively. Obviously, I didn't mean it in any sort of offensive. Whoa! 2020 buttworm. We've got 61.15 damage, doubled, potentially tripled, and then with buttworm. Does buttworm 2020 synergize? 5-3 shots? I assume it doesn't. Fucking hell, this is like insane DPS. All we need now is to survive. Hey, you got any of those holy cards? I've heard this character's supposed to get them more, but I feel like I've been thoroughly fucking lied to. Megatron, actually, with the Lost or any other fragile character, I actually didn't take into account, is a phenomenally powerful item. You lose the items when you get hit. Well, we're never going to get hit. If we get hit, we lose. So it's an insanely good item by that standard. If anything's going to kill me, it'd be something like this. Like something really, really boring, like a turret, you know? Something you wouldn't expect. I don't think it'll be a boss, because bosses in this game are predictable by design, you know? Polycephalus is dead as dicks. Okay, here we go. Mr. Fred boss fight. Very nice. Very easy boss. That's what we like to see. Mr. Fred. That's his name. That name again is Mr. Fred. Okay. Oh, we're not done. Oh, there we go. Okay. Apple. Trick or treat. Look at these items we've got. Mr. fucking Fred, as I live and breathe. Okay. No devil deal. I feel like the game said, you know, you've had enough at this point. I should have really per-throwed that. Don't even really have use for 3 bombs on top of our 20 bombs. Okay. Secret room. Nothing in this one. Potentially magic mush. What do you think? Should we go for the gamble? Go for the poggy magic mush death's touch. Range downgrade. I think I'm alright. Thank you for the offer. Let's go. So where are we? Let's go, see if there's a way through here or here. There's not, though, is there? Because it would show on the map. Oh, no. Hang on. There was something through here. An arcade. Wow. You shouldn't have. Okay, well, let's cut through into that big room. Like I said, let's minimize the amount of rooms we've actually got to do here. Because this is a one run. All I have to do is survive. Which, to be fair, is true of literally every single Isaac run you ever do. Oh, I've got to record Skyrim as well. And technically Space Haven. There's not enough hours in the day. We just need longer days. Do you think we'll ever get to that point in society? People need longer to work. So it's time invented longer days. Oh, shit. Play-Doh cookie can give fire mind. Our biggest enemy is now ourself. Oh, I could take it. I shouldn't, but I could. I think bosses are going to just melt, so I'm not really too concerned about fighting bosses here. The bloat just got insta-killed. Boom. Worth it. Okay. Oh, shit. If anything's going to kill me, it might be you. Can we kick that? Well, that doesn't make any sense. Edmund. Oh, finger. Finger's okay. Not fantastic. Again, minimize variables. I'm not going to actively use it. But the small damage that'll add up over the course of the run, I'll happily take there. Wow, this has been a nice return to playing the Lost, isn't it? Sweet Jesus. Pin! What? Tiny pins. Okay. Gotta be careful, because that was dangerous, because that was a fireman shot. I'll take a health upgrade. Why not? Wishful thinking. That was a fireman shot. If that would have blown up, run would have ended there, and then Play-Doh cookie, you frighten me. I'm not really sure I know what's going on. Triple shot on top of our double shot. And on top of our quintuple shot from the eye. This is absurd. Our DPS is on levels heretofore on never. We will never see a run this powerful again. Like, this is it. This is the Isaac run. That one's already dead, right? We are laying creep. I don't want to go near that. I think a flaming razor blade in a frozen hand. That sounds like an alternate band name, doesn't it? Proper emo metal. Post-hardcore. We are flaming razor blade in a frozen hand. And this is our song. Car crash in slow motion. On Tuesday. Before Christmas. Pretty fly. Please die. Please die. Madam, just fucking die. Easy. Do you want to do Hushy? We've got the choice of Hush. We've got the choice of Delirium. We've got a Devilly Deal. Little Abaddon. Or Little Brim. I think I'll take Little Abaddon. I mean, Little Brim is strictly better. But it does mean if an enemy starts getting a little too close. Look, let's not be ambitious here. It's a fantastic run. Let's tick off something. I would rather get something done easily than go to a danger room, like the Hush fight, and get annihilated and have nothing to show for it. Okay? Still no holy card. If I had a holy card, I'd feel better about Hush. I do not like the idea of Little Dumpy. I do not like the idea of Suffocatey Boss. Delirium. Simply because Delirium's terrible. Really boring. To be honest, so was Hush. And this is a very, very powerful run. One thing that does not work against bosses with boss armor, like Hush, is powerful runs. It doesn't work. You need survivability there. That's a trial of survival. Not a trial of DPS. Onwards to the chest, I suppose. Latchkey for the lock upgrade too. Very nice. Here we are. Hello there. Red portal takes us straight to blue baby. Oh my god. Deadeye. S tier item. Proptosis. S tier item. Reroll those. Mum's eye. Data miner? Nah. You're okay. Boom. And you can fucking die. There you go. How's that for a fucking return to Isaac? Pow. Immediately wins a lost run. No achievement because we've got mods enabled. But you know what? I'm not doing it for that. I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing it to tick off all these post-it notes. And if I can do that, entertain, and also give you guys a better viewing experience, that's good enough for me. That's greater than any Steam achievement possible. And it's all documented anyway, right? Thank you for watching. Lost is the easiest character in Isaac. I've been saying that all along.